first event of our GDSC TIB. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. Is my screen visible too?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So hey everyone, I'm Gaurav Bhattacharya. I hope some of you already know me. To those who don't, I'm the present lead of the Google Developer Student Clubs, Techno International Batanagar, and also pursuing my BTech and CSE fourth year. So what is the GDSC? GDSC is basically Google Developer Student Clubs. It is a community group for college and university students interested in Google Developer technologies. It comprises of anyone and everyone who has a knack for technology. Uh, okay, Rohit, have you started the recording? Rohit? Yeah, okay, cool. It comprises of anyone and everyone who has a knack for technology or who has been meaning to solve problems. It is said that GDSC is limited to only Google Dev Techs, but that is essentially not the truth, as we do not limit ourselves to any kind of technology, and at the end of the day, we are passionate learners. We believe technology and awareness together can bridge the gap between technologies and inventions. So, there are currently 500 plus GDSCs in India right now, and almost 1700 plus GDSCs around the globe. I'm more than proud to say that GDSC TIB is amongst one of them, and we have been successfully running the community at our college for 4 years now. Oh wait, we have a special announcement, but before that, more on that later. Stay tuned for that. So here we can see all the passionate leaders of GDSC, people who believe technology can bring extraordinary changes to our lives. This is a picture of GDSC Summit 2019 held at Goa. This is a picture of the graduation event held this year. Graduation event at Bangalore, at Gurgaon, and at Kolkata. So what are our plans for GDSC TIB in 2022 and 23? Study jams that are hosted by Google. Study jams will be hosted by Google so that passionate learners like us can take advantage of that, gain knowledge and earn swags. And beside as a community, we'll be learning and growing together. Workshops and hackathons. Apart from that, we'll be hosting hackathons. But what does learning mean without getting an opportunity to prove your skills? Projects will be working on hands-on projects during our hackathons and workshops led by our tech mentors and coding contests. In addition to that, I would like to announce that we have onboarded some sponsors for our hackathons and coding contests, but more on that later. So moving on, why should you be part of GDSC? Access to learning resources, peer-to-peer learning, networking, meet people from India and also globally and learn and discover new things. Encouragement, grow as an individual, work on solving local problems, and teamwork. And if you are passionate about creating impact in the community, join the GDSC. So the year ahead for GDSC TIB is gonna be daring. Wait for it. It's gonna be legendary. So let's meet our teams. Let's meet our mentors. Our mentors will be with you throughout the year, teaching and mentoring you. This will be the people to look out for because they will be hosting some cool events and workshops for you, and will be mentoring you throughout. These are some passionate learners like you who believe that they can teach and mentor and learn and grow together as a community. So now I'll let them take over and give you a brief description about themselves and all the technologies and domains and their plans for the future year ahead. First, I'd like to welcome our machine learning and AI team.
Yeah, thanks, Gaurav. Viru, please share the screen.
Yeah.
Full screen, please. Okay. Hello, guys. I'm Som Chottraj from 7th SEM in the Electronics Telecommunication Engineering, the College of the Techno International Batanagar. I hope you also good. So my team member is Abhirup Sarkar. He is in 3rd SEM of Computer Science in also Techno International Batanagar. So our topic is machine learning. So next please, next page. Abhirup, hello Abhirup. So what is machine learning and why we used machine learning? So machine learning is a subset of AI which enables the machine to automatically learn from data, improve performance from past experience, and make a prediction like a
Uh,
humans.
hello, excuse me. Virup, can you please do it in full screen?
Yes, I'm actually in the full screen, but I guess you have some
Yeah,
problem.
just say the whole window, like not the particular PPT window. Say your whole window. It will be available. Yeah.
Am I visible?
Yes, Abhirup, please share the first screen. Okay, so I sorry for interruption. I start with first. Hello, I am Som Chakraj, a lead of the machine learning, and I am also in the 7th SEM Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering.
And
And my
I'm
team member.
Abhirup Sarkar from 3rd SEM from Techno International Batanagar.
Okay, so next screen. So, what is machine learning and why we use the machine learning? Machine learning is a subset of AI which enables the machine to automatically learn from data, improve performance from past experience, and make prediction like humans. Actually, machine learning contains a set of algorithms, works on huge amount of data. Data is feed to these algorithm to train them, and on the basis of the training, they build a model and perform a specific task. It is a future, most future technology ever seen of the humankind. Next slide. So some key points of the machine learning. मशीन लर्निंग को सीखने के लिए फर्स्टली मशीन लर्निंग को सीखने के लिए हमको कोई लैंग्वेज को यूज करना पड़ेगा. तो क्या लैंग्वेज यूज करेंगे हम लोग? पाइथन एंड आर द मोस्ट प्रेफरेबल लैंग्वेज ऑफ द मशीन लर्निंग. पाइथन क्योंकि पुराना लैंग्वेज है आर से, तो इसलिए पाइथन से ही सब एल्गोरिदम वर्क होता है. पर आर से भी न्यूली वर्क हो रहा है और आर भी ग्रो कर रहा है सेम एज द पाइथन. तो कौन सा आईडीए में हम लोग यूज करेंगे? गूगल कोलैब में यूज कर सकते हैं. पाइचाम नाम का एक आईडी है, वहां पर भी यूज करते हैं. और आर के वजह से हम लोग जब मशीन लर्निंग करेंगे तो आर्ट स्टूडियो से भी कर सकते हैं. बेसिकली हम लोग जो कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्ड में मशीन लर्निंग का चीजें बनाते हैं वो बनाते हैं गूगल कोलैब में, क्योंकि गूगल कोलैब का जो कैपेसिटी है वो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली सबसे हाई है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. तो मशीन लर्निंग का बहुत सारे टाइप है. बेसिकली 3 टाइप का मशीन लर्निंग होता है. सुपरवाइज्ड होता है, अनसुपरवाइज्ड होता है एंड रेनफोर्समेंट लर्निंग का होता है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. So what is supervised learning? This algorithm, actually this is the most oldest algorithm of the machine learning. It is a follow straight line like y is equal to mx plus c, and it's work on the label data जैसे कि 0 1 ऐसे. और इस एल्गोरिथम में आप लोगों को इनपुट भी देना होता है और आउटपुट भी देना होता है. तो वैसे करके पकड़ लीजिए कि हम लोग बहुत सारे इनपुट आउटपुट दे देते हैं. तो उस तरफ से मशीन लर्निंग उसको ट्रेनिंग करके नया इनपुट देने से नया आउटपुट जनरेट करता है. तो हम लोग कोई एग्जांपल लेते हैं, जैसे कि हम लोग कोई कैट का और डॉग का बहुत सारे कैटेगरी का हम लोग मशीन को दिया है. तो मशीन ट्रेनिंग कर लिया है, उसके वजह से मशीन को ट्रेन हो गया, तो हम लोग कोई और जानवर देके मशीन को बोलते हैं ये क्या जानवर है, तो मशीन ऑटोमेटिकली बोल देता है ये कैट है और डॉग है। तो ऐसे करके सुपरवाइज लर्निंग को काम करता है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। सो नाउ इज अनसुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग। It is also a algorithm of the machine learning, various used in the technology field. तो इसमें अनलेबल डेटा सेट का बहुत सारे यूज होता है और ये स्टेट लाइन को फॉरवर्ड नहीं करता, पर यहाँ पर बहुत सारे क्लासिफिकेशन का यूज होता है, जैसे कि येस होता है, नो होता है, मेल होता है, फीमेल होता है, और भी जैसे कि ईमेल स्पैम का फिल्टरिंग होता है, ये सब होता है। तो अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग का तो एग्जाम्पल लेके तो बोलना चाहते हो कि आप पकड़ लीजिए बहुत सारे फ्रूट, आपने एक बास्केट का फ्रूट और वहाँ पर मैंगो है, एप्पल है, बनाना है, सब बहुत सारे है, तो वो सब आपने दे दिया, मशीन को फिट कर दिया। तो मशीन को इसलिए आपको आउटपुट देना नहीं होगा, जैसे कि सुपरवाइज लर्निंग में आपको आउटपुट देना होता है, यहाँ पर सिर्फ आपको इनपुट देना होता है। तो मशीन खुद से ही अपना पैटर्न मैच करके पैटर्न बना के आउटपुट जनरेट करता है। जैसे कि आपको मशीन को पता चलता है, इस एल्गोरिथम से मशीन को पता चलता है कि ये सब बनाना है, बनाना का येलो कलर का होता है, बनाना का साइज मेजर कर लेता है, तो आप जब बनाना देंगे तो वो बनाना ही को प्रेडिक्ट कर देगा। तो ऐसे ही करके अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग को डिफाइन करा जा सकता है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। So now in reinforcement learning, it is the most preferable algorithm ever used in a humankind, and it is the most recent algorithm used in ML. So जो सब AI में यूज होता है, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली आप लोग सिनेमा देखा है, रोबोट सिनेमा देखा है, और भी जो हॉलीवुड का सिनेमा देखते हैं, तो वो सब ये रेनफोर्समेंट लर्निंग के बेस में होता है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर ना कोई लेवल डेटा होता है, ना कोई अनलेवल डेटा है। आप जैसे करके आप इनपुट देके वो आउटपुट जनरेट करता है। ये कैसे होता है? ये टोटली ह्यूमन के जैसा प्रेडिक्ट करता है। जैसे कि ह्यूमन, आप जब बच्चे थे तो आप गलतियों से सीखते थे, तो ऐसे ही रोबोट ने क्या ऐसे ही इस एल्गोरिथम में क्या हुआ होता है, तो ये गलती से खुद से ही सीखते हैं। जैसे कि आपने एक जानवर दे दिया, वो देख लिया ये डॉग है, आपने दिया डॉग, लेकिन वो प्रेडिक्ट किया कैट, तो वो गलत हुआ ना। तो मशीन ने उस गलती से सीखा। आप जब आपने कैट दोगे तो वो कैट ही प्रेडिक्ट कर लेगा। तो ऐसे करके ही इस एल्गोरिथम को वर्क कर सकता है। तो ऐसे करके हम रेनफोर्समेंट लर्निंग को डिफाइन भी कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। So some of the algorithm used in the various type of three types of machine learning, जैसे कि supervised, unsupervised and reinforcement learning में यूज होता है रिग्रेशन होता है, क्लासिफिकेशन होता है, क्लस्टरिंग होता है, एसोसिएशन होता है। तो बेसिकली हम लोग यूज करते हैं क्लासिफिकेशन एंड एसोसिएशन नाम का जो एल्गोरिथम है, वही सब मशीन लर्निंग में यूज होता है। तो आप लोग स्लाइड में देख सकते हैं, जो राइट साइड में जो स्लाइड में पिक्चर है, वहाँ पर अच्छे से डिफाइन करें तो आप लोग देख सकते हैं, और बाकी तो आप लोग GDSC में सीखेंगे। तो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। सम रियल एग्जाम्पल ऑफ द मशीन लर्निंग। आप नेटफ्लिक्स में देख लीजिए, आप चेस गेम में देख लीजिए, और आप लोगों का सबसे फेवरेट इंस्टाग्राम भी देख लीजिए। जैसे कि आप लोग कोई मॉडल का फोटो सर्च करोगे इंस्टाग्राम में, जैसे कि मैंने रोनाल्डो का फोटो सर्च किया, तो इंस्टाग्राम ने आपको चॉइस को फिल्टर किया, और चॉइस को देख लिया, आप फुटबॉल को या रोबोट को, फुटबॉलर को और मॉडल को ज्यादा पसंद करते हो, तो आपको क्या करेगा, वो आपको सजेशन देगा मॉडल को और फुटबॉलर को, और कोई सजेशन नहीं देगा। ये सब खिलाड़ा होता है मशीन लर्निंग का। वैसे ही नेटफ्लिक्स का होता है, जो आप लोग हॉरर मूवी देखोगे तो हॉरर मूवी का ही सजेशन आपको आएगा। तो ऐसे ही करके रियल लाइफ का एग्जाम्पल हम लोग डिफाइन कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। So some of the more example of real traffic line prediction, virtual personal assistant, सोशल मेडिसिन फील्ड में जब होता है, ऑनलाइन फ्रॉड डिटेक्शन में भी बहुत सारे यूज होता है, प्रोडक्ट रिकमेंडेशन में भी बहुत सारे यूज होता है। तो आप लोग ये सब GDSC में कुछ सीख जाओगे, तो मशीन लर्निंग GDSC में अच्छा से सिखाना होगा, तो ये भी सब सिखाना होगा। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। थैंक यू। And the quote of the mention is a machine intelligence is the last invention that humanity will ever need to make. Thank you. Thank you guys. Go on.
Okay, so guys, as this is an interactive session, so if you guys have got any queries, please feel free to turn on your mic and interact with us. Okay, so moving on to our next domain. Next comes up our wonderful web development team. Next on to you, Tanishta.
Thank you, Gauravda. Am I visible and audible?
Yeah, Tanishta, yeah.
Thank you. Hello and greetings to all from the web dev team. I would like to briefly introduce us. I am Tanishta Biswas, a CSC sophomore from TIB. I'm a modern stack developer, competitive programmer, and Java coder. I'm also the lead of the web dev tech team for the session.
Hi everyone, I am Shurjadip Shah, the co-lead of the web development team, and I'm a full stack developer.
And the team?
Hello, I am Kaustav Bagche and I'm also in the tech team and I'm aspiring to be a web developer.
Hi, I am Krishnendu Shahu. I am third sem student, team member of GDSC TIB.
Hi everyone, my name is Paulas Gushait. I am a member of GDSC web development team.
And we also have Pratyush Sinha in our team, but unfortunately he could not join us today due to some personal reasons. So now, coming to what is web development. This right here is a pretty standard definition that you would get off of the web. But coming from people who adore what they do, web dev is such a domain that gives you the prowess and amenities to give shape to any brilliant idea you conceive. So why web development? It's easy to learn and you have a lot of resources online. And as I said, you can give shape to any idea you contrive. But then we hear of all these jargons like frameworks, libraries, tech stack, and just maybe don't know where to start. That's where our team comes in. To give you a streamlined roadmap through the basics of web development. Now handing over to my friend Paulash to proceed forward.
Thank you, Tanishta. So, Jyoti, please share the screen. Hello everyone, my name is Paulas Gushait and I am currently pursuing BTech in CSC at Techno International Batanagar. Currently, I am in second year. Okay, now what is web development? Web development comprises of two parts. One is front-end web development and another is back-end web development. I will discuss the front-end part and the back-end part will be described by my friend Surjadip Shah. Okay, now what is front-end web development? Front-end web development is that in a web page, what a user can see in the web page and interact with that. Suppose आप एक वेबसाइट खोले हो, suppose Facebook or Amazon का, you can see the images, videos, etc. Basically, this is the front-end part. Okay, and let's take another example of a car. In a car, you can see the color of the car, mirrors, doors, steerings. This is the outer portion of the car. Basically, it is called front end. Okay. Next, move on to the next slide, please. Okay. In front end web development, we mainly use three languages: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Next slide, please. As you can see in the middle one picture, a skeleton of a human body, like how bones are structures in a human body. This is the basically structure done by the HTML. Like by a web page, by using HTML, we can create a basic structure of a web page. Okay, now the question is, what is HTML? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. As I had already told, HTML describes the structure of a web page. There are several tags in HTML like image tag, paragraph tag, heading tag, etc. etc. We can also add forms by using HTML, and this is the basic structure of a HTML, and we are currently using the version HTML5. Okay. As you can see here in the leftmost peak, a human appearance, like how a human looks like. Same as in a web page, by using CSS we can define our web page, how the web page looks like. Basically, we can beautify our web page by using CSS. Now, what is CSS? CSS stand for cascading style sheets. By using CSS, we can add colors, also design in our web page. We can also add animations and transitions in our web page. We also make our website responsive by using CSS, like different screen sizes like desktop mode or mobile mode or tablet view. And CSS has two major frameworks. One is Bootstrap and another one is Tailwind CSS. One of the most famous framework, Bootstrap, will be explained by Krishnendu Sahu. I would like to call Krishnendu to carry forward this conversation. Krishnendu, please continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Paulus. Good evening, everyone. I'm Krishnendu Sahu. I'm third sem student, team member of GDSC TIB. As our friend Paulus told you that, now I am currently talking about Bootstrap 5. This is the latest version of Bootstrap 5.2.0. This is the logo of Bootstrap. Next slide, please. So, what is Bootstrap? Bootstrap is the free front-end framework for faster and easier web development. Bootstrap includes design templates for forms, buttons, tables, navigations, models, typography, and many other, as well as JavaScript plugins. Bootstrap also gives you the ability to easily create responsive web designs and websites. Responsive web designs is about creating websites which automatically adjust themselves to look good on all devices like TVs and desktops and tablets also. Next slide, please. Why we use Bootstrap? Number 1 is time saving. Number 2, easy to use. Number 3, customizable templates. Number 4, cross-browser compatibility. Number 5, open source. And number 6 is huge number of resources and community supports. Next slide, please. We can see this is the Bootstrap boilerplate templates. This is the HTML boilerplate templates. Just import Bootstrap script here and we can use Bootstrap. So thank you. I'm already done my small intro of Bootstrap. Now I'm passing the next session to my friend Kaustubh Bagchi to explaining JavaScript and many more. Bye.
Greetings everyone, I am Kaustubh Bagchi and I'm covering the part of JavaScript under web development. So what is JavaScript? Like we previously discussed about a human body having a skeleton and appearance for a website, JavaScript is like the brain of a website. It adds functionality and responses to our website. It is a scripting language which makes our web pages more interactive. Here you can see few points about JavaScript. Next slide. So why do we need JavaScript? We need JavaScript to make our web pages more dynamic, which were previously static when websites were only made with HTML and CSS. Some popular websites which are built with JavaScripts include Google, YouTube, and Facebook. Next we have document object model. In short, DOM. It mainly helps us to manipulate several HTML elements on our web page. With this, we can examine change state and styles of our elements in HTML. Here is an example of a code written in DOM. We are actually manipulating some buttons. Then comes JavaScript libraries. So these are collections of pre-written code snippets that can be used and reused to perform common JavaScript functions. It can be implemented in our code as needed. There are many libraries and frameworks of JavaScript, among which there is jQuery. So what is jQuery? This is a library designed to simplify HTML, DOM manipulation, and event handling. We can see one such example here. Compared to DOM, this is a much simplified code. As you can see here, we have did the same thing as DOM, but it's much simplified. So that's all about JavaScript we have. The next part will be discussed by my friend Surjadip Shah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kaustubh, for your brief introduction about JS. Now, Polash have already told what is front end. I'm gonna explain what is back end, right? So let's understand what is back end. So back end actually comprises of server, what is the work of a server? Server actually serves all the like HTML pages, CSS and JavaScript to the web browser. Okay, and there's database. What is the work of the database? Database actually stores all of your login credentials and information associated with your account. Okay, and application also is there, which helps in the all the backend works like login and registration, payment system, etc. Okay, so I'll explain you with a very simple example. You all will understand what is backend. So suppose तुम लोग एक रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाने आए हो, ओके? तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तुम लोग क्या करोगे कि तुम लोग बैठोगे, राइट? टेबल में बैठोगे और वहां पे तुम लोग को वेटर खाना देके जाएगा। पर जो कुकिंग होगा वो कहाँ पे होगा? किचन पे होगा, राइट? तो क्या होगा, वो किचन को हम सर्वर मान लेते हैं और जहां पे तुम लोग बैठोगे वो क्लाइंट साइड मतलब फ्रंट एंड पार्ट है, जो पॉलाश ने एक्सप्लेन किया। ओके, तो सर्वर में किचन जहां पे कुकिंग होता है और उसके भी अंदर क्या होता है, स्टोरेज, राइट? स्टोरेज मतलब जहां पे खाना बनाने का इंग्रेडिएंट स्टोर होता है। सो आप क्या करोगे, वो इंग्रेडिएंट्स को लाओगे, फिर वहां पे कुकिंग किया जाएगा, राइट? तो उस स्टोरेज को डेटाबेस कहते हैं। डेटाबेस में आपका सब इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर रहेगा, ओके? और सर्वर में कुकिंग होगा, फिर कुकिंग करने के बाद क्या होगा, आपका मतलब किचन में ही आपका डिश में आपको मतलब खाना दिया जाएगा, फिर वो वेटर आपका खाना लेके मतलब फ्रंट में आएगा जहां पे आप लोग बैठे हैं, यही आपका फ्रंट एंड। ओके, तो सो दिस वाज द वेरी रफ आइडिया ऑफ back end. I hope all of you got it, what actually is backend, right? So actually backend will be described briefly by my friend Tanishta, but first let's talk about React.js. So what is actually React.js? React is used for front-end development, but it is also very flexible for fetching the data from backend. So you can say it is a very useful software for development. So as the name suggests, it's a JavaScript-based framework or library that is used for front-end development. It is developed and maintained by Facebook. And there's also React Native, which is used for Android app development. So as you can see that it is a cross-platform application, ठीक है? तो इनसे React.js से क्या है ना, तुम लोग वेब एप्लीकेशन भी बना पाओगे और एंड्रॉइड एप्लीकेशन भी बना पाओगे, ठीक है? इट्स वेरी यूजफुल सॉफ्टवेयर। सो व्हाई यूज रिएक्ट? अब तुम लोग बोलो कि रिएक्ट क्यों यूज करें, हम तो HTML CSS जैसे ही वेबसाइट बना लेंगे। सो फर्स्ट एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज एडवांटेज इज रीयूजेबल कंपोनेंट्स, राइट? सो मैं तुम लोग एक एग्जांपल से समझाता हूं, जस्ट 1 सेकेंड। तो ये एक्चुअली एक एयरबीएनबी का साइट है, ठीक है? एयरबीएनबी तुम लोग ने सुना होगा। तो तुम लोग देख सकते हो जो ये फर्स्ट कंपोनेंट है, मतलब जो फर्स्ट बॉक्स है, उसी के तरह सभी सेम बॉक्सेस है। तो हम लोग क्या करेंगे, जब रिएक्ट यूज करेंगे तो हम लोग ईच एंड इंडिविजुअल बॉक्स को सेपरेटली नहीं बनाएंगे, सिर्फ फर्स्ट बॉक्स को बनाएंगे, उसको हम बार बार रीयूज कर सकते हैं। दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ रीयूजेबल कंपोनेंट्स, ओके? तो तुम लोग एक बॉक्स बनाओगे, उसको बार बार तुम लोग यूज कर सकते हो और हर एक बॉक्स में अपने पसंदीदा डिटेल्स भर सकते हो। सो ओके, यू गाइस कैन सी दैट इट रियली सेव्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम। So the second advantage is speed. So actually this is related to the previous advantage that when you reuse the components, it increases your speed of development, right? So yeah, and the third advantage is flexibility. तो ये जो एडवांटेज है मैं वो तुम्हें थियोरेटिकली नहीं समझा सकता, ओके? क्योंकि आफ्टर हैविंग अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस इन HTML CSS एंड JS, जब तुम लोग React.js में आओगे डेवलपमेंट करने, तब तुम लोग खुद समझोगे कि हाउ फ्लेक्सिबल दिस इज, हाउ यूजफुल दिस इज, ओके? इट विल सेव अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम एंड एज वेल एज योर कॉस्ट ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, ओके? So these are some of the important advantages of React. There are plenty of more, right? Some companies using React are Netflix, Facebook is developer, Uber, and Yahoo. And there are a whole lot more companies that are using React. So if you nowadays go for a job, you will not get a front-end job without React, right? You have to learn it. So I hope you got React. Now let's move on to a very important concept, that is API. So what is actually API? API stands for Application Programming Interface. Don't get scared by the term. बहुत ही मतलब इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है. तुम लोग चाहे एंड्रॉयड में जाओ या वेब में जाओ, तुमको ये कॉन्सेप्ट लगेगा ही लगेगा. ओके, इट्स वेरी यूजफुल. सो व्हाट इज एन एपीआई? I'll explain you in simple terms, very simple terms, कि मतलब सपोज तुम्हारा एक वेबसाइट है और एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जिससे तुम एक स्पेसिफिक सर्विस चाहते हो. ओके, यू वांट अ स्पेसिफिक सर्विस फ्रॉम एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. सो एपीआई एक्चुअली एक ब्रिज की तरह काम करता है. ओके, एपीआई वर्क्स एज अ ब्रिज बिटवीन यू एंड द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन यू वांट सर्विस फ्रॉम, राइट? I'll explain you with an example. सपोज कि तुम्हारे फोन में जो वेदर ऐप है जिसमें तुम लोग वेदर देखते हो, तो तुम क्या करते हो? पहले ऐप में जाते हो, तो ऐप क्या करता है कि उसका जो डेटाबेस है बैकएंड में, वो वहां पे जाके आज का वेदर निकालता है और वो एपीआई के थ्रू तुम्हें रिस्पॉन्स देता है कि देखो भाई आज का वेदर है ये. ओके, सो यस, दिस इज एन एपीआई. Now, how to use an API? Suppose you have a website, so you want a service. You have to choose an organization कि तुमको कौन से organization से सर्विस लेना है, कौन सा ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को तुम ट्रस्ट करते हो. तो वो लोग तुम्हें क्या करेंगे कि एक यूनिक एपीआई की देंगे जिसे तुम यूज कर सकते हो उस सर्विस को पाने के लिए. ओके, सो दिस इज अ वेरी रफ डायग्राम ऑफ हाउ एन एपीआई वर्क्स. ओके, तो पहले क्या है कि जो क्लाइंट चाहेगा, फिर वो एक एपीआई रिक्वेस्ट होगा, फिर वो एपीआई क्या करेगा? सर्वर से और डेटाबेस से वो डेटा निकालेगा, फिर एपीआई रिस्पॉन्स देगा. ओके, so some famous APIs that you use in your daily life is a login, sign in with Google. So when a website trusts Google, he will use Google for sign in, right? And Google Maps, suppose Uber doesn't use its own map, right? Uber doesn't have its own map because Google Maps has already made it, so they are only using Google Maps. And weather APIs I've already told you. And Paytm, for you have seen that you can pay through Paytm. So these are also a work of APIs. So as you can see, this is a very important concept. And this is actually when a developer can't find his API key. Okay. Okay, that's for me. I would now like to call Tanishta for the backend explanation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shurjodev. Now coming to the very popular stacks, mean and MERN. Don't worry, I'm not going to go into heavy detail as time is short. To get to know more, you will need to be present in the web dev sessions actively. Jokes aside, mean stands for MongoDB, Express, Angular, and Node.js, while for MERN, all remain same except the R is for React.js. So the basic structure of these stacks are that we use React or Angular on the client side, Express and Node work hand in hand at the server side, and MongoDB is the database used. So a very quick question arises that why React or Angular, which one to choose in which situation? The basic comparison includes the fact that React is a JS library while Angular is a JS framework. React uses JS, while for Angular, you need to learn a new language called TypeScript. I'm sure you have heard of it. But the most important difference includes data binding and scalability. In short, Angular uses two-way or bidirectional data binding, while React uses one-way or unidirectional data binding computations. For AngularJS, this means that changing a UI element will also change the corresponding model state as well, and vice versa. However, with React's one-way data binding approach, the model state is initially updated and finally it renders the change in the UI element, but a change in the UI will not change the model state. Scalability is simply the system's ability to increase or decrease in its performance and cost in response to changes in application and system processing demands. React is more scalable as compared to Angular. Now coming to MongoDB. MongoDB is a non-SQL database that is the very craze right now because of its scalability and flexibility. It is part of the tech stack of very popular companies like Uber, Shutterfly, and Accenture. Getting into databases and not explaining CRUD would be a crime. So let's move on to that. CRUD stands for Create, Read, Update, and Delete, and the name itself is pretty self-explanatory. This method allows us to simply create a new record in the database. As you can see here, there are 4 records in the database, and we can read them from the database and retrieve their values. And then we can edit them as well as delete the record from the database. Now coming to React. React is a declarative, efficient, and flexible JavaScript library for building user interfaces. It lets you compose complex UIs from small and isolated pieces of code called components. And Angular is a structural framework for dynamic web apps. Its data binding and dependency injection eliminate much of the code you would otherwise have to write. Every developer is familiar with Node.js. It is a JS runtime built on Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine and used for easily building fast and scalable network applications. It is an open source development platform for executing JavaScript code server-side. Node is useful for developing applications that require a persistent connection from the browser to the server and is often used for real-time applications such as chat, news feeds, and web push notifications. That's all on Stacks as well as WebDev from now. Thanking you all for being here on behalf of the WebDev team. Thank you. Handing over to Gaurav.
Okay, so thank you so much, our web dev team. That was an amazing walkthrough. All of us has understood what web development is all about. So let's deep dive into our next team. We can roll on to the next domain, that is cloud computing. This is the next gen tech that every tech lover is keen to explore and is already a part of our daily life. So let's hear about this from a cloud computing mentor.
So, hello everybody. This is Priyanshu Kumar. I'm currently pursuing CSC. No, I'm currently pursuing BTech in Computer Science from Techno International Batanagar, and I'm a second year undergraduate student. So today I'll give you a brief overview of cloud computing. So as the name itself suggests, cloud. Then the cloud. तो क्लाउड बेसिकली मतलब इसका क्या है, तो जो ये है डिलीवरी ऑफ ऑन डिमांड कंप्यूटिंग सर्विसेज दैट कंसिस्ट ऑफ डेटा स्टोरेज, सॉफ्टवेयर, रिमोट सर्वर, एनालिटिक्स, डेवलपमेंट टूल्स. सो ये जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल मेथड था डेटा को स्टोर करने का, लाइक एज जैसे फ्लॉपी डिस्क, सीडी, यूएसबी ड्राइवर, ये सब चीज डेटा को स्टोर करने के लिए रखते थे. ट्रेडिशनल मेथड उसको शिफ्ट करके एक नया तरीका है जो डेटा को स्टोर करता है इंटरनेट पे ऑन पे एज यू गो बेसिस. मीन्स आपको वही सर्विस का बस पे करना पड़ता है जो चीज आप जो रिसोर्स आप यूज कर रहे हैं. तो ये डायग्राम से आप देख सकते हैं, जैसे ये लोकल सिस्टम विथ लिमिटेड स्पेस है और आप अपने डेटा को क्लाउड के मदद से एक अनलिमिटेड स्पेस पे शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, जिससे अनलिमिटेड स्पेस है. जैसे आपका जो डेस्कटॉप है उसमें एक लिमिटेड स्पेस दिया जाता है जो 8 GB रैम या फिर 16 GB रैम है. तो अगर आप कोई भी बिजनेस रन कर रहे हैं या फिर जो कि आपका क्लाइंट का जो रिक्वायरमेंट है आपसे, तो उसके लिए आपका जो डेटा में जो उसका डेटा को स्टोर करना है तो आप अपने लिमिटेड स्पेस में तो कर नहीं पाओगे, और फिर या फिर अपने बिजनेस के लिए आपको बहुत सारे रिमोट सर्वर्स को इंस्टॉल करना पड़ेगा, जिसके कारण आपका जो कॉस्ट है वो कॉस्ट थोड़ा सा हाई पड़ जाते रहता है. तो उस कॉस्ट को एलिमिनेट करने के लिए जो क्लाउड का जो सर्विस है वो आता है. सो यहाँ पे मैं एक एग्जांपल से आपको समझाता हूँ. जैसे ये बिफोर क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, तो एक लिली करके एक सीईओ है एक न्यूली एस्टैब्लिश्ड स्टार्टअप की, और जॉन उसका एक एम्प्लॉय है. तो जब ये इसका जो कंपनी है उसको मीन्स उसका मेन एम है कि कैसे प्रॉफिट और रेवेन्यू को जनरेट करना. तो और जो फाउंडेशन इससे आ रहे हैं कि एक बड़े से इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जो सर्वर्स को और एक सॉफ्टवेयर हार्डवेयर इंस्टॉलेशन का जो चार्ज है एक डेडिकेटेडली एक्सपर्ट टीम को भी उसको हायर करना पड़ेगा, जो हमारा जो एक्सपेंस है वो ज़्यादा पड़ जाते रहता है, तो मैनेज करना भी डिफिकल्ट पड़ जाता है। तो उसके लिए जो जॉन है उसका स्मार्ट एम्प्लॉय, वो उसके लिए एक अल्टरनेटिव जो कि न्यूली मॉडल जो क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग का है उसको एक्सप्लेन करता है, जो कि इसका जो अल्टरनेटिव है जो क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग पे है। और आपको इसका जस्ट बेसिकली जो मीनिंग है जो सिंपल टर्म्स में है कि एक्सेसिंग और स्टोरिंग जो आपका डेटा को स्टोर या फिर उसको खुद से एक्सेस करना, वो इंटरनेट के माध्यम से आप उसको ले सकते हैं। और जब जैसे कि जो अभी पैंडेमिक का एरा आया तो उसमें जितना भी हमारा डेटा था वो ज़्यादातर डेटा में जो भी बिजनेस मॉडल को रन करने के लिए जो काम था वो सारा चीज़ इंडस्ट्री में क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग का डिमांड जो है वो काफ़ी बढ़ा। और ये एक ऑन प्रेमिसेस और क्लाउड बेस्ड का जो वो है एक कंपैरिजन है। ऑन प्रेमिसेस मींस आपको एक कम्प्लीटली नया इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तैयार करने का जरूरत पड़ रहा है, जिसमें आपको अपना सर्वर्स को इंस्टॉल करने के लिए, जिसमें आपका हार्डवेयर का कॉस्ट ज़्यादा पड़ जाता है, एक बैकअप कॉस्ट भी ज़्यादा पड़ जाता है, और ये मेंटेनेंस और फिर सिक्योरिटी, डेटा को सिक्योर रखना जो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है वो भी ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है। और सर्वर इसका मतलब हमें क्यों जरूरत पड़ता है क्लाउड का, तो एक ये जो सबसे बेस्ट थिंग है कि तो ऑन डिमांड सर्विस है। मीन्स आपको मीन्स जितने डेटा आपको स्टोर करना है फिर उसी के लिए सिर्फ पे करने का जरूरत पड़ता है, आपके जो रिक्वायरमेंट है उसके हिसाब से। और ये चीपर भी है, मतलब मीन्स आपको इसमें कॉस्ट इफेक्टिवनेस के जो सबसे बेस्ट थिंग है वो मिल जाता है। और फ्लेक्सिबल है, मीन्स आप कहीं से भी ऑल अराउंड द वर्ल्ड कहीं से भी अपने डेटा को, बस एक आपके पास वेब का एक्सेस और एक इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी होगा तो आप उसको एक्सेस कर सकते हैं। स्पीड के मामले में भी आपका जो जितना भी डेटा है वो बस फ्यू क्लिक्स अवे रहता है, आप उसको जस्ट क्लिक करें, लॉग इन करें और जितना भी आपका जो डेटा है उसको आप ले सकते हैं। रिलायबल भी है कि इसमें डेटा बैकअप, डिजास्टर रिकवरी जो कि वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग है। जैसे आपका कोई हार्ड डिस्क है, हार्ड डिस्क जो आपको डेटा स्टोर करने के काम आता है, तो वो मे बी अनफॉर्चुनेटली अगर वो क्रैश कर जा रहा है तो उसका आपका जितना भी डेटा बैकअप अगर आपने कर रखा है पहले से देन इट्स फाइन, लेकिन अगर आपने नहीं कर रखा है तो आपको पूरा डेटा चला जाएगा। बट क्लाउड ये जो एक प्लस पॉइंट है कि एक डिजास्टर रिकवरी का ऑप्शन इसमें मिलता है। और सिक्योरिटी भी है, आपका डेटा को सिक्योर करने के लिए डेडिकेटेड टीम है, क्लाउड इंजीनियर्स और आर्किटेक्ट जो कि उसको हेल्प करते हैं। एंड क्लाउड सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, ये क्या है क्लाउड सर्विस प्रोवाइडर, तो ये जस्ट एक थर्ड पार्टी कंपनी रहता है जो कि एक आपको इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एप्लीकेशन एंड एक पूरे इंटरफेस प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड करता है, जो भी चीज आपका स्टोरेज और एप्लीकेशन रन करने के लिए चाहिए वो सभी चीज के लिए। तो जैसे ही एक मीम आप देख सकते हैं, ओके ओके, जैसे AWS, IBM क्लाउड, गूगल क्लाउड, ये वन ऑफ द बिग टेक जाइंट्स कंपनी, जैसे गूगल है तो गूगल की तरफ से गूगल क्लाउड प्लेटफॉर्म का सर्विस प्रोवाइड किया जाता है, अमेजोन का AWS है, एंड IBM की तरफ से IBM क्लाउड्स दिए जाते हैं। तो अभी पूरे मार्केट में जो बड़े बड़े टेक जाइंट्स हैं इनके बीच भी काफी कंपटीशन है कि बड़े बड़े कंपनी जैसे नेटफ्लिक्स वगैरह की जो जो भी डेटा है, जैसे अभी नेटफ्लिक्स अपना जो डेटा है वो उसको डेटा को स्टोर करने के लिए अमेजोन वेब सर्विसेज पे कंप्लीटली डिपेंड करता है, क्योंकि और जो भी उसका डेटा है काफी सिक्योरली उसको सेव रहता है। फिर डिज्नी प्लस है, वो भी क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग के हेल्प से अपने जो स्केल अप का एक सबसे बेस्ट फीचर है। जैसे कि अभी आज जैसे आज इंडिया पाकिस्तान वाला मैच है जो डिज्नी प्लस पे स्ट्रीम होगा, तो 1 करोड़ प्लस कंकरेंट यूजर उसको एक बार में एक्सेस मतलब देखेंगे मैच को। तो उस समय सबसे ज्यादा वो साइट को सर्वर का क्रैश करने का वो रहता है, एक थ्रेट टाइप का रहता है कि हाँ आपका सर्वर क्रैश ना करे और आपका जो एंटरटेनमेंट है वो खराब ना हो। तो उसके लिए भी डिज्नी प्लस क्लाउड के सर्विस का यूज करता है एंड IBM क्लाउड, VMware, Salesforce, SAP, तो ये कुछ टेक कंपनीज है जो कि सर्विस को प्रोवाइड करती हैं क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग सर्विसेज। और क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग में क्या जॉब रोल्स जो कि अवेलेबल है, तो अभी जो पास्ट हमारा 3-4 ईयर्स में देखने को मिला है, जैसे एक Indeed.com के सर्वे के अकॉर्डिंगली 108% के अराउंड इसमें राइज देखा गया है। मीन्स क्लाउड रिलेटेड जॉब सर्च में ज़्यादातर जो प्रोफेशनल्स है वो मीन्स अभी का जो एरा चल रहा है ज़्यादातर तो क्लाउड की तरफ शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं। उसमें अलग अलग रोल्स है, क्लाउड आर्किटेक्ट्स, क्लाउड डेवलपर के रोल पे और क्लाउड एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर, ये सब कुछ पॉपुलर रोल्स है जिसके लिए वो अप्लाई कर रहे हैं क्योंकि ज़्यादा टेक चीज अभी इसमें शिफ्ट किया। सो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड इज फ्यूचर ऑफ क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग। सो ये एक मीम है कि इफ आई यूज क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग वुड आई लूज डेटा ड्यूरिंग देन। सो नो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता है। नेक्स्ट स्लाइड। हाँ, तो ये एक कंपैरिजन है अदर डिमांडेड आईटी जॉब्स और क्लाउड आर्किटेक्ट जॉब का। तो जैसा ऑरेंज वाला पोर्शन दिखा रहा है डेटा एनालिस्ट का, क्लाउड आर्किटेक्ट का जो ब्लू वाला पोर्शन है वो, एंड ML और उसके बाद वेब डेवलप। तो उसमें इंडस्ट्री में अभी क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग मामले में क्लाउड का अभी थोड़ा सा कम है क्योंकि जो हमारा टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्किल्ड पीपल्स है वो नंबर ऑफ वैकेंट सीट को इक्वेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। इस मतलब एक कम्प्लीटली न्यू फील्ड है, इसलिए ज्यादा लोगों को इसके बारे में अभी नॉलेज नहीं है। बट धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे लोग शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं तो एक वन ऑफ द डिमांडेड स्किल में क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग आ सकता है। और इंटरेस्टिंग में सबसे टॉप पे अभी भी क्लाउड आर्किटेक्ट का ही है। सो स्लाइड, कैन यू प्लीज एवरेज एनुअल सैलरी एंड इसके मामले में क्लाउड का अभी जो चल रहा है वो भी एक नो मीडियम सैलरी, एक अच्छा सा एज अ बिगनर रोल पे आप अगर ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं कोई भी अच्छी से टेक कंपनी को एज अ रोल ऑफ क्लाउड इंजीनियर, देन इट इज वेल एंड गुड फॉर यू टू ओके। एंड द प्रोग्राम्स ऑफर्ड बाय गूगल क्लाउड। सो एक अपने करियर को किक स्टार्ट देने के लिए क्लाउड में अपने क्लाउड गूगल क्लाउड का जो सर्विस दे रहा है वो जस्ट न्यू न्यू स्टूडेंट्स को सीखने के लिए जिसमें आपको स्किल बेसिस बेसिकली आपको अलग अलग जो डोमेन है जो अभी डिमांडेड डोमेन अलग अलग एक हैंड्स ऑन लैब दिया जाता है जिसमें आप इंस्ट्रक्शंस को पढ़कर और एक दूसरे टैब पे आपको गूगल क्लाउड प्लेटफॉर्म के एक सब्सक्रिप्शन दिए जाते हैं जब तक वो प्रोग्राम रन करता है तब तक। तो उसमें स्किल बेसिस में ग्रुप ऑफ ट्रेनिंग लैब्स होते हैं और आप ये अमेजिंग स्वैग्स जो है वो गूगल क्लाउड प्लेटफॉर्म के उसको वो 30 डेज ऑफ गूगल क्लाउड जो एक रिसेंट प्रोग्राम है उसको कंप्लीट करके अलग अलग स्वैग्स अलग अलग प्रोग्राम्स के अकॉर्डिंगली रहते हैं, तो उसको आप ले सकते हैं और अपने जो ड्रीम जॉब को है उसको क्रैक करने में काफी मदद मिलेगा। तो एक नेक्स्ट जनरेशन टेक्नोलॉजी है, कम्प्लीटली न्यू थिंग है। सो आप इसमें अपना करियर बनाने के लिए वन ऑफ द मीन्स गुड टाइम है आपके पास एंड इसमें काफी अच्छा करियर ऑप्शन अभी है। सो एक एक कोट है कि क्लाउड इज अबाउट हाउ यू डू नॉट वेयर यू डू कंप्यूटिंग। मीन्स आप रिमोट सर्वर से इसको कहीं से भी एक्सेस करके अपना जो भी डेटा वाला काम है वो कर सकते हैं। तो आपको कहीं भी बाउंडेशन नहीं रह जाता है किसी भी चीज को लेकर. So that's all from my part. Thank you. I would like to proceed with the session.
Thank you, Priyanshu. Gaurav?
So yeah. So I hope some of you are aware of the crypto market and Bitcoin and Ethereum. So blockchain is the technology that enables the existence of cryptocurrency. So here comes our next domain, blockchain development. Next to the team.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. So hello everyone and good evening. My name is Sakshi and I am a student at Techno International Batanagar, currently pursuing BTech in CSE department. It's an honor to be a part of Google Developer Student Clubs from Techno International Batanagar. Now I would like Mansoon Kashyap, our lead, to introduce himself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Mansan Kashyap, and I am pursuing my BTech in Electronics and Communication from Techno International Batanagar. And I am also lead of blockchain development.
So, these are the contents we are going to tell you about today. Here is an appreciation slide to all the blockchain developers. Cheers to working on something revolutionary. And yes, it's not that easy to understand, but good things take time. Before getting to what the blockchain technology is, let's understand why do we need it. Why do we need blockchain technology? The rapid progress of blockchain technology is showing no signs of slowing down. In past few decades, many things that seem impossible have turned out to be false, such as high transaction fees, double spending, net fraud, retrieving lost data, etc. We'll discuss about it later in our blockchain sessions which will be conducted very soon. I'm sorry. What is a blockchain? Okay, this is surely notice. So defining blockchain. A blockchain collects information together in groups known as blocks that hold set of information. Blocks have certain storage capacities and when filled are closed and linked to other previously filled block, forming a chain of data known as blockchain. How does a blockchain work? Blockchain allows digital information to be recorded and distributed, but not edited. In this way, a blockchain is the foundation of immutable. Immutable means no change can be performed. Ledgers or records of transaction that cannot be altered, deleted, or destroyed. This is why blockchain are also known as distributed ledger technology. So this is a true story of people before and after using blockchain technology. Now I would like Mansoon Kashyap to carry forward.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Yes, please go to, okay. So many people are confused with what is Bitcoin, what is blockchain. Actually, blockchain and Bitcoin, these are two different things. Blockchain is a technology, and based on this technology, Bitcoin is built. So Bitcoin is an application of blockchain, and blockchain is the technology data structure, is the underlying data structure, which can be used for many things, including cryptocurrency. Blockchain is the technology that enables the existence of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the name of the best known cryptocurrency. The one for which blockchain technology was invented. Cryptocurrency is a medium of exchange, such as just like our rupees, dollar, but it is digital and uses encryption technique to control creation and monetary units. Go to the next slide, please. So this is our Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Blockchain is the technology that enables the existence of cryptocurrency, among other things. Like Bitcoin is the name for the best known cryptocurrency, one for which blockchain technology was invented. And another example of this currency is Ethereum. Go to the next slide, please. So this is and we'll deal some advantage of a blockchain. Blockchain helps in the verification and traceability of multi-step transactions. Needing verification and traceability, it provides secure transaction, reduce compliance cost, and speed up data transfer processing. Blockchain technology can help contract management and audit the origin of product. It also can be used in voting platforms and managing titles and deeds. So let's see the example of our normal transaction versus blockchain transaction. हम लोग अपने यूपीआई के ट्रांसफर कैसे करते हैं? हम लोग सबसे पहले एक सेंडर होता है, हमको रिसीवर को सेंड करना होता है अपना। तो सेंडर क्या करता है, वो सबसे पहले मनी ट्रांसफर ऑपरेटर को सेंड करता है मनी। तो वहां पे क्या होता है, सम चार्जेस लगते हैं बैंक के द्वारा, एंड देन आफ्टर ऑल दिस थिंग्स ओवरसीज बैंक के पास जाता है पैसा, देन ओवरसीज बैंक रिसीवर को ट्रांसफर कर देता है। बट दिस इज नॉट द केस फॉर इन केस ऑफ ब्लॉकचेन। ब्लॉकचेन में क्या होता है कि सबसे पहले हम अपने ट्रांजैक्शन, अगर हमें ट्रांजैक्शन करना है तो सबसे पहले हम एक ट्रांजैक्शन का ब्लॉक क्रिएट करते हैं। ओके, देन जो नेटवर्क में प्रेजेंट, पहले से प्रेजेंट जितने लोग हैं, वो उनके उनके पास सबसे पहले ब्रॉडकास्ट हो जाता है वो ब्लॉक, एंड देन ट्रांजैक्शन वो लोग वेरीफाई करते हैं क्या ये ट्रांजैक्शन होने के लायक है। अगर होता है तो वो ब्लॉक सिंपली उस नेटवर्क में ऐड कर दिया जाता है और फाइनली हम लोग का ट्रांजैक्शन कंप्लीट हो जाता है। So these are a few examples of blockchain which is used by Spotify and IBM. Spotify simply उनने क्या किया कि एक डिसेंट्रलाइज डेटाबेस क्रिएट किया ब्लॉकचेन की मदद से, जिससे वो अपने यूजर्स को ट्रैक कर पाए कि ये क्या अपने यूजर्स को ट्रैक कर पाए, ताकि पता चल पाए कि हम मेरा सर्विस कौन कौन यूज कर रहा है और सही लाइसेंसिंग लिया हुआ है कि नहीं। सिमिलरली आईबीएम भी इसी टेक्नोलॉजी पे बेस्ड अपने सप्लाई चेन को मैनेज करता है कि हमने जो प्रोडक्ट दिया, हमने शुरू किया प्रोडक्ट बेचना और लास्टली कहाँ तक पहुंचा। And these are few use cases of blockchain, that those are smart contract, digital currency you have seen few in previous slide, security, record keeping. Okay, and these are limitations of blockchain. So we have द फर्स्ट इज लैक ऑफ अवेयरनेस। बहुत सारे लोग नहीं जानते हैं कि ब्लॉकचेन होता क्या है। सो हम लोग डील करेंगे आगे अपने अपने सेशंस में। सो एंड द सेकंड पॉइंट इज लिमिटेड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ टेक्निकल टैलेंट। सो वेब डेवलपर मिल जाते हैं, जैसे वेब डेवलपर, ऐप डेवलपर मिल जाते हैं, लेकिन ब्लॉकचेन डेवलपर की अभी कमी है, इसलिए भी हमें ब्लॉकचेन सीखना चाहिए। एंड द थर्ड पॉइंट इज इम्यूटेबल। ब्लॉकचेन का स्ट्रॉन्ग पार्ट इम्यूटेबिलिटी है, बट समटाइम्स इट बिकम इट्स वीकनेस। एंड देन नेक्स्ट इज की मैनेजमेंट। की मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है कि जब आप ब्लॉकचेन का यूज करते हो तो आपको एक प्राइवेट की दिया जाता है। तो अगर प्राइवेट की आपने खो दिया तो आपने जो करेंसी खरीदा था उसको अगर 5 साल के बाद अगर उस करेंसी की वैल्यू बहुत ज्यादा बढ़ गई, करोड़ों में हो गई, तो आप फिर से वो नहीं, आपको नहीं मिल पाएगा। एंड द लास्ट थिंग इज इट्स स्केलेबिलिटी। इट इज नॉट राइट नाउ, आप लोग जानते ही है कि भारत सरकार ने आप इसको बंद कर रखा है। And from now onwards, I would like to call Sakshi to deal with it. Thank you.
So future of blockchain developers, thank you very much. Future of blockchain developers. So the global blockchain market is expected to reach USD 34 billion by 2026 with a growth rate of 45%. According to a report estimated that financial companies could save up to $12 billion a year using blockchain. So thank you, Mansoon Kashyap. That's all for today. Now we would like to hand over this meeting to Gaurav Bhattacharya.
Okay, so thank you guys. And moving on to the next domain, one of the major phase in a coder's life today goes to competitive coding. Let's hear more about that from our mentors.
Good evening, everyone. I am Deep Chatterjee, a sophomore at TIB. So let's start with what is competitive programming. Competitive programming teaches you how to think. If you were a programmer, you might have understood the deep meaning, and after shutting down your computer, you keep on thinking about programming stuff or code you have written in your project. Once you enter in programming, you just don't learn how to code, but you also learn the art of thinking by breaking your code into smaller chunks and then using your logic-based creativity to solve a problem from different angles. Programming is fun. Programming is an exercise for your brain. It is a mental sport, and when this sport is held on the internet involving sports programmer as a contestant, then it is called competitive programming. Programming is a challenging role, and once you enter this field, you will encounter new challenges and you may have to solve some problems which no one has solved before or their solution doesn't exist anywhere. At that time, you are expected to come with a solution in the least possible time using your problem solving and logical ability. So, now let's know how to prepare yourself for competitive programming. Firstly, you need to choose a programming language that you are most comfortable with and learn its syntax. It can be anything C, C++, Java, Python, or any programming language. Secondly, understand the concept of time and space complexity. In most cases, there is more than one solution that exists to a problem, so you need to come up with the best solution that is an optimal one. The third step, which is learning the fundamentals of data structures and algorithms. DSC is the heart of programming and you cannot ignore it. While solving the coding problems in a competitive programming, array, linked list, stack, queue, tree, try, graph, sorting, recursion, dynamic program, all the basic building blocks of DSC will help you to become a good programmer. And the fourth step, to take the challenge and solve the coding problems. You are learned programming language and you have learned time and space complexity and you have also covered the fundamentals of DSL. Now it's time to take the knife in your hand and kill the lion in the jungle. Yes, you need to take part in the coding challenges on different coding platforms. And the fifth part is practice and do it regularly. Your patience and dedication and consistency are very important for becoming a good competitive programmer. Keep practicing the coding questions every single day on these platforms so you can take the help of whiteboard to solve coding questions, but the important thing is to do it regularly. So I will hand this presentation to my friend Satakshi.
Hello everyone, this is Satakshi, a member of the GDSC TIB club from the domain of competitive coding. Now that you have a basic overview of what competitive coding actually is, you must be wondering कि कैसे useful हो सकता है, कि इसके benefits क्या है. Allow me to explain. Now, for personal development, it enhances your problem solving skills. हमारे life में बहुत सारे problems होते हैं, ठीक है? तो कुछ problems के solutions ना ऐसे normal methods follow करके नहीं होता है. Sometimes we have to think out of the box. तो तभी ये competitive coding में तुम जो practice करोगे, उससे जो तुम्हारे brain में ideas खुलेंगे, उससे you can work that out. Next, it says that it's a guaranteed brain exercise. देखो, competitive coding is helpful क्योंकि बहुत सारे लोग ना ऐसे डरते कोडिंग करने से, लाइक क्या ही सोचते कि क्या ही है, बहुत हार्ड है, बट ऐसे मत सोचो, टेक इट एज ए ब्रेन एक्टिविटी, जैसे दीप बताया, मेंटल स्पोर्ट, लाइक जैसे तुम एक रूबिक्स क्यूब सॉल्व करते हो या फिर एक सुडोकू गेम खेलते हो, वैसे ही. Next, it says boosts programmers to write cleaner and better code. देखो, when you'll go for your jobs, तभी you'll have to code on a daily basis. अगर तुम्हारे codes clean है, if your code is short, if it's fast, then it gives you an advantage over the others. Okay, that means you're an efficient coder and you will be preferred over others. We're moving on to better job opportunities. Next slide, please. Deep. Okay, thank you. See, one thing that coding gives you is more attractive to major companies. I'm sure that all of us are aware of how important it is to know coding for better job opportunities. Now, अगर तुम एक competitive coder हो, so you effortlessly have more experience in coding, और ये तुम्हारा एक बड़ा advantage होगा. In companies like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook. Okay, it will enhance your chances of getting hired by these companies by a huge leap. And other than that, it provides a significant technical edge during job interviews. अगर तुम competitive coding कर रहे हो ना, तो तुम्हारे इतना practice होता है that when in the interview panel asks you coding related questions, तुम ऐसे आसानी से चुटकियों में उसके answers बोल सकते हो. What happens then is it gives you a boost of confidence. तभी देखना तुम्हारा communication skills हो, कुछ भी normal questions हो, कैसे आसानी से हो जाता है. It's all about confidence at the end. And it also gives you a way to focus on the fundamentals. काफ़ी टाइम ये होता है कि हम लोग preparation करने के टाइम बहुत सारे hard जो problems होते हैं उसके solutions ढूंढते हैं, या फिर जो complex concepts है उसको absorb करने की कोशिश करते हैं, और उसके चक्कर में ना जो like fundamentals है वो हम लोग revise करना ही भूल जाते हैं, और इंटरव्यूज पे वही पूछ लेते हैं, और अगर तुम बेसिक क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स नहीं दे पाओगे तो वो लोग हार्ड क्वेश्चंस में जाएंगे ही नहीं. बट इफ यू प्रैक्टिस कंपेटिटिव कोडिंग, इफ यू टेक पार्ट इन कंपेटिटिव कोडिंग, तब क्या होता है तुम्हारा लाइक तुम जो हर रोज कोडिंग करते हो ना, तो तुम्हारे बेसिक्स फंडामेंटल्स तुम ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर कर चुके होते हो, तुम्हें पता भी नहीं लगता है कि कब तुम्हारा ये सब एकदम ऐसे पानी हो गया है. ठीक है. So these are the benefits of competitive coding. Now that I've laid out those perks, I will hand this presentation over to another of your mentors, Sharik. Please take over.
Thanks, Satakshi. Hello, everyone. Am I audible? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're audible. My name is Sharik Khan, pursuing my BTech degree in CSC, and I am in second year, third semester. Devadeep previously had discussed about in the presentation. Devadeep discussed about the many languages that we have to learn in while in competitive coding. But most probably the competitors use Java and C++, as there are as there are many benefits of it. C++ is much faster than Java. We will compare about this C++ and Java. So C++ is much faster than Java, but in Java, many competitive programming platforms Java solutions में time देते हैं वो लोग, so it's not, doesn't matter much. And in many competitive platforms like Python or R or many languages, many doesn't allow these type of languages. So I will personally suggest to first go with the C++, then any other languages. Thank you. This much I have to say. Satakshi, you carry on.
All right. So thank you very much. If any of you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. If not, Gaurav can take over from here.
Okay, thanks, team. So I guess most of you are using an Android or have used one in your lifetime. So here comes our Android development team. Niranjan, over to you.
Thank you, Gaurav. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Uh, let's share my screen. So, is it visible, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So, welcome to GDSC TIB, everyone. So, this is a great orientation day, I think. So, okay. So, let's start. So, my name is Niranjan Baur. I'm a Techno International Batanagar, and I'm a fourth year student of Electronics and Communication Engineering, and I am a GDSC TIB facilitator for the last year. Okay, so and you can connect me on LinkedIn, Gmail, or Google Developer profile or Facebook also. So this is my profile info. So let's start. Okay. So first introduction to our Android. So let's start and so first journey. Okay. So Android is developed by Google and its first released version is 1.0. It's the alpha version and it's released on September 23 and on 2028 and the current version that is a stable current version is Android 13 and the many companies are contributors like Samsung is one of the important contributor of Android and many of the companies are there LG HTC Intel. Okay, so move to the next and so yeah, so the market of the Android it is a very important thing actually if आप लोग एंड्रॉयड डेव में अगर आना चाहते हो तो मार्केट शेयर के बारे में भी जानना होगा तो it has a over 3 billion monthly active user. So it's a very pretty good amount of numbers, right? So in the global, there are 72% Android user. So it's a huge number. If you are developed something in Android, so actually uh, you are contribute something over 2 billions of people. So it's a very good thing. So now the options is why we should choose Android development as a career option. So it's a very high paying technology and it's as a career opportunity, lots of career opportunities is there and freshers are in a high demand. एक बाद में शेयर करना चाहूँगा एक स्टोरी के थ्रू कि मैं जब थर्ड ईयर में था मैं भी एक कंपनी में इंटरव्यू दिया था एंड्रॉइड डेव के लिए तो उसका जो स्टार्टिंग सैलरी है वो 30K है एज अ थर्ड ईयर में ओके सो अगर आप फोर्थ ईयर के बाद या फिर कुछ एक्सपीरियंस हो गया तो अगर आप ज्वाइन करेंगे तो आपका जो सैलरी है आई थिंक इससे भी ज़्यादा होगा तो स्टार्टिंग सैलरी दे आर गिविंग मी लाइक 30K पर मंथ तो आई थिंक इट्स नॉट बैड इनफ बैड मनी राइट so yeah so now the versions of Android they released their first version that Kapker has mentioned and the current version is 13 so these are the all versions of Android so move to the so now so the thing is the tools of Android development, right? So we have Android Studio as the ID integrated development environment that is providing you to develop your Android application faster. Okay, so it's basically a tools, and we have two different things. One is XML and another is a one of programming language and XML. So XML is a thing that you are want to actually you are want to visual something to your Android application. So you have to use your XML to visual represent to your application. So this is the XML part and some provide logic and of or we can say like this you want to add some functionalities to your application so you can use those languages like Java or Kotlin. So officially in 2017 I think Kotlin is the official language for Android development. So since 16 Java is but from then Kotlin is the official language. So move to the next slide. So these are the languages for Android development like Kotlin, Java, C++, C Sharp, and Python. You can develop Android application any of these language using any of these language. But Kotlin is the official language, right? Yeah. So but now, so actually पिछले वाला जो स्लाइड्स था वो एक्चुअली हमारा जो एंड्रॉइड स्ट्रेटेजम था ना पिछले बार था तो वही सेम था कि एंड्रॉइड होगा एक्समेल होगा कॉटलिन के थ्रू इवेंट होगा तो बट नाउ नाउ क्या बट अभी क्या होगा तो अभी जो उन्होंने अनाउंस किया है वो है लाइक जेटपैक कंपोज या jetpack compose is a theme or very useful things for Android developer, right? So this is the main thing, so I'm explaining you. So why jetpack compose? So actually jetpack compose build better applications first with jetpack compose. That means jetpack compose is modern UI toolkit for building native UI. It simplifies and accelerates UI development for Android, and it quickly bring your app to life with less code. That means you can easily do a lots of UI development, UI related things using Android Compose. Okay, so I want to just show you a basic example using Compose. So you can see over here like a card is there, someone clicking on it and the card is expandable, right? So if you want to make this with XML and Kotlin, you can do this card and for this image and text in XML. But the logic behind the expand, this is you have to provide a logic in your Kotlin file. So this is the more, I think it's a complex way to define something. So the pretty and easy way using Jetpack Compose, just simply define a card for this card actually, and then define some variables over here and some columns. When I teach you how to develop application using Compose actually. Then I go deep, okay, deep into it. But for now, just skip for this now, and some images and animated. So just I add this line of code, animated visibility expanded. Just this line of code actually giving me this scenario, like expandable scenario. Someone clicking on it, it's expanded, and then again clicking on it, it's expanded. So this is a thing, just one line of code we can get these features. Okay, so this is the thing. And again, and one other example for Jetpack Compose, something is there. I don't know what is thing, but yeah, when I teach you, okay. So the thing is, अगर आप लोग सभी ने कोई ना कोई एप्लीकेशन यूज किए हो तो उसके जो अगर कोई अमेजोन या फिर फेसबुक कुछ भी एप्लीकेशन यूज किए, उसके बटन में कुछ बटन्स होता है, उसको हम बटन बार बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है, तो नेविगेशन बार बोल सकते हैं। तो उसका अंदर जो हम ये कटआउट शेप है ना, तो जो ये सिंपल जो कटआउट शेप है, इसको ऐड करने के लिए हमको XML के थ्रू अगर करना चाहते तो ये थोड़ा बहुत ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट होता है यूजिंग XML एंड यूजिंग Kotlin, राइट? But in Jetpack Compose is very much useful, and you can add this kind of things in very just simply one line. Just declare one this cutout shape, and you can this kind of things. So this is actually Jetpack Compose is very much good. So I think you have to learn this if you are want to learn Android development. So yeah, thank you for attending this sessions, and if you have any queries, you can ask me. And if not, then I want to announce something. So you have any queries? So I think no. So yeah, the announcement is we are starting Android Compose Camp. Something that date will be announced, but the registration will start from 6 September 2022. So this is the big announcement for you, the great Android lovers. So yeah, that's all. So move to Gaurav.
Okay, so thank you, Niranjan, and everyone, please keep an eye on 6th September for the Android Campus Camp registrations. So now let's move on to some fun part of the segment. Let's start with the game. Kaushik and Artika will lead us into the game. Guys, take over.
Hello guys, please join the link which is in the chat box. And this is Kaushik Das.
Thank you, Gaurav. So my screen is visible and am I audible?
Yeah, Artika, it's visible.
Okay, so a very good evening to one and all present here. Hi, my name is Etika Hussain and I am currently in 4th year in Techno International Batanagar and pursuing computer science engineering. I hope by now you have gathered a lot of information from the different technical domains. So let's move forward to the fun part. I want you all to log into slido.com, enter your username and the code, and your name will be present over here once you join. So let's begin. I'll be waiting for all the people to join and then we'll start. Okay.
Can you resend the link, please?
Link. Kaushik, please send the code.
Let's send the link.
Guys, check the chat box. The link and the code are already there.
Should I wait for a few more minutes or? Okay, we have 17 members.
I think we are good to go. Shall we start?
Gaurav?
Guys, please give your confirmation in the chat.
Is there anybody left to join? Tell us, we'll wait for a few more minutes.
Okay then, Etika, start.
Okay, so once I start the quiz, there will be a question appearing in your screen and it will be having 4 options. You have to tap your answers within 15 seconds. So let's begin and all the best to all the members, okay? So here's the first question. When GDSC TIB was found? In 2011, 16, or 19 or 13? Answer fast, guys. 4 seconds left.
2011.
You don't have to answer. Okay. You don't have to answer. You have to just tap in your answer. Okay. So 11% thinks 2011, 39% thinks 16, 29%, 39% thinks 2019 also. Okay. So let's see what the answer is. 2019. Sorry, the one who answered, it's 2019. And please don't answer, okay? You have to tap your answers. So let's see the leaderboard. Gaurav, then Satakshi, Devdeep, Priyanshu, and Palash. Okay, so we'll move forward to the second question. Who is known as the father of internet? Please tap in your answer and don't fumble, okay? 10 seconds left. Fast, guys. Only 16 have answered. Okay. So 33% thinks Donald Davis and 39% thinks Charles Hills. Okay, so let's see what the answer is actually. It's bend curve, guys. So let's see the leaderboard score now. Gaurav is leading again. Then there's Arman. Then there's Krishnendu, Priyanshu, and Niranjan. Okay. We'll move forward to the second question. React.js was found in the year of. So all the web dev team, please answer. 3 seconds left. Maximum people think that it's 2016. Okay. Let's see what the answer is. It's 2013. So now move forward to the leaderboard. Okay, now Palash have actually scored and has reached the first position, then Devdev, and then Gaurav, then Arman, and then Krishnan too. Okay. So move forward. So which one is the latest iOS chipset? All the Apple lovers, please answer if you know the answer. 6, 5. Okay, 38% have voted for A14 plus Bionic and 38 for A15 Bionic. Okay, let's see what the answer is actually. So the correct answer is A15 Bionic. So it's nice. A lot of people know about it. Okay, again Gaurav has leaded, and then Arman, and then Devdev, and then Tanishta has reached the 4th position after fourth question, and then Splash. Let's move for the 5th question. Which of these is not an Android version? For the Android team, please answer. Gingerbread, nougat, lollipop, or Oreo. It sounds delicious. Answer fast. Hmm. 59% thinks it's gingerbread, 24% thinks nougat. Okay, let's see what the actual answer is. 24% are actually right, and 59% doesn't know. So we'll know about it in the Android development courses. So the leaderboard says Palash has actually scored. Okay. And Gaurav, then Adman, then Priyanshu, and Devdev. Nice, guys. We'll move forward. So here is the question is, building on belief is a tagline of which company? Wipro, Capgemini, IBM, and TCS. It's a nice question. You should be knowing. %53% thinks it's TCS. Okay, let's see what the actual answer is. So 53% are right. It's actually TCS, guys. Congrats. You know a lot. Iman has actually scored this time, has reached the top position, then Devdev, then Palash, then AS07, and then Gaurav. Nice. Now for the 7th question. What is the name of the parent organization of PUBG Corporation? For the all PUBG lovers out there, answer fast. 6 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. 50% thinks Tencent, sorry, and 45% think Krafton. Okay. Let's see what the answer is actually. Krafton is actually the right answer, and 40% are actually correct. Oh, sorry, I skipped the leaderboard. Let's see the leaderboard first. Arman is leading again, Devdev, followed by AS07, and then there's one more person coming up in the 4th position, that's Happy, and then there's Palash. Okay. So moving forward to the 8th question. Sundar Pichai is the CEO of which company? This is a tricky question, guys. You have to think about it a bit. KFC, eBay, Alphabet, Amazon. "75% people thinks it's Amazon, Alphabet, and 20% thinks it's eBay, and 5% thinks it's KFC. Nice. Let's see what the actual answer is. Alphabet. A lot of people knows about it. Great, fabulous. I'm amazed actually. So let's see the leaderboard. Arman is again on the top, followed by Deep. In the third position, we have AS07, then Spalash, and then is Krishnendu Sahu. Now for the last question, last but not the least, all the best. 1 minute. Here's the question. What is the extension of a C language header file? It's a tricky question. .c.h.c 99.c plus cpp. "42% thinks .c, 47% thinks .h, and 11% thinks .cpp, and 0% thinks .c99. Okay, so let's see what the actual answer is. 47% people are actually right, and here's the final result. Let's see who wins. Excited? Let's see. AS07, congratulations, you have come first, and followed by Arman, Deep, Priyanshu, and Niranjan Boy. Congratulations, guys. And the hardest question was actually who is known as the father of internet. So I actually enjoyed interacting with you guys, and I hope you all also have a lot of fun. Now I just want Gaurav to overtake me. So
So I hope you guys had lots of fun playing the game. Let me show my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yeah. Yes, it is visible.
Okay. So a little activity for you guys. Go to the link in the chat box and claim or redeem your developer profile badge. Just a moment. I'm sending the link in the chat box. Just redeem your link as a member of GDSC TIB. I've already sent the link. Is everyone done? My moderators, could you please just check up on everyone if they are done doing the thing?
Gaurav, can you recheck the link, please?
Is it working?
I think it's saying that invalid code.
Yes, it was an invalid code.
Okay, I'll just check the link and send it to you in the later on in the group. Okay, so let's move forward with that because we're running out of time right now. Just a moment, guys. My screen is visible?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so now it's time for Q&A and suggestions you have for us. You can turn on your mic and ask or tell us anything or you expect from us as a community or have any query regarding GDSC.
I have.
I'd also like to ask. Yeah, okay, go on.
Yeah, so I was asking that I'm lagging behind a little. So I want to join the member. Sorry, I want to be a team lead and I missed out that one.
Okay, so you want to be a tech lead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can contact us over the group. We have our core team members. I would like my core team members to just drop in the numbers in the chat. You can contact any one of them and they will do the needful.
Okay. Yeah, and I want to ask you one more question. It's a bit
Okay,
silly,
please
but
contact anyone of
I
them.
am willing to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's the
Uh,
roadmap for being a GDSC lead, like you, or the last one?
now, okay. So for being a GDSC lead,
Yeah.
you need to apply. The application generally goes live on April. You need to go submit your application with a video. If you are selected, then you are scheduled for an interview with the Google developers team. And if you are selected, they find you suitable for the role. You are will be hired as a GDSC lead. If you clear the answer.
Okay, like I have to apply in the main GDSC, the
Yeah, like
main
which college
website
are
of
you from?
GDSC. I'm from TIB, Techno India Batanagar.
Okay, so the applications generally go live in the month of April in the GDSC portal itself.
Okay. And means there
Yeah.
no need to be a team lead or something like that. It's mandatory to be a team
No,
lead or
you
mentor.
no. For becoming a lead, you need to have enough experience in team management and
Activities in
teamwork.
this
If they don't
GDS.
find you suitable, they won't
I
select you.
think
They won't
the
get
minimum
selected.
minimum experience is 1 year, like right?
No, there's no particular mentioned thing like you have to do it for 1 year or 2 years, but you you must
Yeah,
have
I
skills
have
of
to
team
be
management.
constant.
Like
Yeah.
if not, yeah, if not of GDSC, you need to have like what in a project or something in a teamwork. They will see your
Okay.
capabilities and skills. Yeah.
Okay. Means
So
it's not like that I'm a mentor, then I'll become a lead, then I'll
no,
become it's not stepwise. It's like I have to apply
it's basically
directly.
not that necessary for that, but you need to have yeah. Yeah, you have to apply directly, but there are no particular set of skills required, but you need to have like team management work and working, hosting events and everything. You need to have particular set of skills. Everything is listed on the GDSC portal
Okay.
itself. And when the applications
Okay,
go
okay.
live, I'll be sharing the link in the group itself. You can check it out from there. Okay.
Yeah, and so miss out the what? Sorry, I miss out like I miss out the membership for membership. No, I miss out the team lead form. That's I'll go
Yeah.
by contacting
Yeah.
them.
For that only, I told you. Yeah. Contact my core team. They will connect
Okay.
you over that.
Okay, thank you. Nice of you. Tell us that.
Okay. So, any more questions or suggestions?
So the course will go like offline or online. The
Uh,
course, every
we
course.
have particularly decided right now to keep it virtually, but if things go wise, we can make it in hybrid mode also. Some of events offline and some events virtually.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
And anyone
so
can join the team
ready
like
for
for
the
learning.
huh?
Anyone can
Yeah,
join the team for
anyone can
learning.
be a member of anyone can be a member of GDSC. But for
Okay.
becoming a tech lead, you need to have particular set of skills.
Okay, okay. That I'll ask the leaders
Okay,
only.
so yeah, any more questions? Anyone? Yeah, ask the core team members. I guess they have dropped in the numbers in the chat by now. And also like my moderators to drop in all the social media handles in the chat box. So moving on, everybody ready for the announcement? So we are launching our own website. Work is in progress, launching soon. The website will be giving everyone every bit of information they want regarding GDSC TIB and every each thing about its events. So this is our first session of the year, and it gives me hope that the year ahead would be legendary. And I hope you guys would be supportive and be totally active because together we are a community thriving towards success. And all the winners will get a shout out on our social media handles. And also, everyone, please fill up the feedback form that will be sent to your email right after this event finishes off. I guess no one has any questions or suggestions. So, thank you, my moderators and the tech team. And we will see you in the next session. basically every one of you for being so cooperative. That's all for today, guys.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Okay.